In 1 hour, I'm going to change your outcome. That's what I'm going to do in 1 hour. I'm going to change your outcome because I'm going to teach you how the job market actually works. And because you know how it actually works, your experiences in it will be completely and profoundly different. So I kind of need you to understand that there's some problems that you'll face in your career. And sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but you will be fired. Write that down. I will be fired. Write that down. Okay? So I want you to know that, because if you know you'll be fired, you'll see the utility of understanding how the hidden job market works. And I'll tell you when you're going to be fired. You're going to be fired when you least expect it, and you're going to be all happy at work, and you're going to think, I'm one of the main contributors here, I'm impregnable, nothing bad will happen to me, and then your boss will come in and say, you're fired. But don't feel bad about it. I'm fired too. We're all fired. Now that's the new covenant between employers and employees. So when that happens, you will be able to succeed because you came to this 50-minute workshop. 50 minutes. That's my intention, is to change your life. And I'll settle for, will you listen to me for 30 minutes? Okay, I'll try to get to the point. Okay, so for 30 minutes. All right, so what is the hidden job market? Well, let's contrast the hidden job market with jobs that you get through posted openings. I think that's the easiest way to tell the difference between the hidden job market and the rest of the job market. So posted openings, you know what those look like, okay? They're online. Here's the opening. Looks like this. Submit your resume to Janet. Here's her extension. Here's her email, okay? So the hidden job market includes all the jobs that are not posted, all the jobs that are filled before they're posted, jobs that are filled by internal candidates, jobs that are filled by somebody who their resume was in the data bank already, so that job is never advertised. You will hear sometimes people say that 80% of jobs are not advertised. It turns out that's not exactly true. It is true that between 55 and 80% of people who take a job did not apply for a posted opening. It may be posted. There's probably 500 people who applied because it's posted, but the person who gets selected has nothing to do with that process. Okay. So this can be a little bit subtle. Can you catch this? All right, read those 2 bullets. Read that whole slide.
All right, differences can be subtle. Career fair, the recruiter is actively seeking chemical engineers. That's the OJM.
The overt job market, they're sitting there, they want a chemical engineer, and they have a sign behind them that says, we're looking for chemical engineers.
You get the recruiter to consider you for a marketing assistant position. That's part of the hidden job market.
All right, let's see if you can do it. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so I said all this already. That's all, I already said all that. I even said all of this. But I didn't say this. The competition in the hidden job market is profoundly different than the competition in the overt job market. Overtly advertised positions, and I'll establish this, draw between 400 and 500 applications. That's a whole lot of competition. And the hidden job market, you can be the only candidate for the position. That's a lot better position for you to be in, especially as a new college grad. How many of you are going to be a new college grad sometime in the next 3 years? Okay, the overt job market is cruel to you because, you're just not perfect. You have to be absolutely perfect to get a job in the overt job market, and students almost never are perfect. So here's a nice visual. Do you like that? I just made that. Is that okay? Does it work? I mean, it's kind of clear. Can you see it? There's the big hidden job market. There's the little posted opening. As a matter of fact, the ratios are just about right. That looks like it's about 80-20, so that's about right. So should I keep this visual? Let's vote. It's okay. All right. It sucks. I've seen this all the time. Okay, good. I'll keep it. Okay. All right. Between 55, and I went back all the way to the 1970s looking at research on this. And you know what's interesting is the internet has changed the facts of the methods, but not the numbers. It has not changed the numbers. People are still getting the jobs in this manner, even today, and I'll prove it in a minute. Between 55 and 80% of people, if you go back and look at that research, that's the finding a job that did not respond to posted opening. 2/3 of hiring takes place in real life. IRL stands for in real life. 2/3 of hiring happens in real life. If you're online, you're missing 2/3 of the action. That's by the way, posted and unposted. About 1/3 of jobs are ever advertised online, 2/3 are not. And this has been a consistent finding of freelance research for 40 years or even more. More than half of all hiring is the hidden job market. I can't find anybody anywhere with a large-scale research project that found 50% or less. Not one. Okay, so this is a good solid number. This is the guy, the godfather of this data. This is Mark Granovetter. He's at Stanford. He wrote a book called Getting a Job. 76% of the people got a job through the hidden job market, either through a personal connection or just applying directly to the company. So the hidden job market does include walking up to a company and applying when there's no posted opening. It does include that. So if that job that you end up with was hidden to you. Even more for professional appointments. 84% of professional appointments, and that's all the jobs that you need a college degree for. That's the jobs you guys are after. You want to know some bad data? Just say this. 1/2 of college graduates are taking a job that does not require a college degree. Did you know that? That data is about 2 years old. I've been tracking this data for 20 years. It started out, it was 1 out of 3. It started out as 1 out of 6, then it was 1 out of 3, and now it's 1 out of 2. If you don't want to fall into that category, I need you to kind of own your process a little bit. You can't wait for an employer to come and offer you a position. You've got to go find it. Is that a deal? Okay, all right, good.